Hello, scholars, and welcome to today's writing lesson, which is again a grammar lesson in our work on Unit 1 with nouns and action verbs. Today, we will learn about three verb tenses. Let's start, though, with a quick review. You'll want to remember these five things from our previous lessons. Number one, a noun names a person, place, thing, or idea. Number two, a general noun is called a common noun. Dog, pencil, lake, building. Number three, a specific noun is called a proper noun. Fido, Betty, Nova Classical Academy, Lake Phelan, St. Paul, Mr. Ritz. Number four, a noun that names one is a singular noun. Foot, cat, tree, car. Number five, a noun that names two or more is a plural noun. Feet, cats, trees, cars. Now let's talk about those verb tenses. Verb tenses are how we tell when a verb is happening. We are going to focus our work on three tenses: past, present, and future. Let's start with present tense. Present tense verbs express an action that is going on now. Here's an example. The teacher talks about following procedures. Let's try a few sentences. Remember, present tense verbs express an action that is going on now. Look at number one. The horse blank around the meadow. If it's going on right now in the present, would it be gallops or galloped? Right, gallops. How about number two? Four children blank the robot. Did you pick operate? Good job. Try number three on your own. Stanley blank for his supper. Remember, a present tense verb means it's going on now. So, sings. And number four, our teacher blank at places on the map. Remember, it's a present tense verb showing it's going on now. I hope you picked points. Remember, present tense verbs express an action that is going on now. Let's look at another verb tense. Past tense verbs express an action that has already happened. The teacher talked about walking in the hall quietly. Right? Talked tells us it already happened. Let's try a few sentences. Remember, past tense verbs express an action that has happened. Look at the first number one. The horse blank around the meadow. Remember, we're saying it already happened, so it would be galloped. Let's go to the second number one. Four children blank the robot. Remember, we want to pick the verb that shows it already happened, past tense. Did you pick operated? Good job. Number three, Stanley blank for his supper. If we want to pick the verb that shows it already happened, we would want the past tense verb sang. And now for the last one. Our teacher blank at places on the map. Remember, pick the past tense verb to show it already happened. Did you pick pointed? Good work. Remember, scholars, past tense verbs express an action that has already happened. Let's look at the last verb tense. Future tense verbs express an action that has not yet happened. It's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. The teacher will talk about proper bathroom behavior. Right? So the teacher hasn't talked about it yet, but the teacher will be doing that. It has not yet happened. Let's try a few sentences. Remember, future tense verbs express an action that has not yet happened. Let's try to find the future tense verbs for these four sentences, all labeled number one. Number one, the first number one. The horse blank around the meadow. Right, will gallop. It shows it has not yet happened. Let's go to the second one. Four children blank the robot. Remember, pick the verb that shows it will happen in the future. It has not yet happened. Did you say will operate? Good work. Number three, Stanley blank for his supper. If we want to show the future tense verb that it has not yet happened, we would need will sing. And the last one, our teacher blank at places on the map. Will point is the future tense verb that we need. Remember, scholars, future tense verbs express an action that has not yet happened. It will be happening, but it hasn't happened yet. Let's take a look at this verb tense chart. Can you fill in what's missing in the chart? Press pause and try that right now on a piece of paper or your marker board. All right, now that you've done that, the first one was already done for you. Cough, coughed, will cough. The second one, the present tense would be trip, past tense tripped, future tense will trip. So trip, tripped, will trip. How about the third one? What did you write for that? Puke, puked, will puke. Number four, would be sing, sang, will sing. Let's check how you did on number 5. Swim, swam, will swim. And the last one, present tense, eat, past tense, ate, future tense, will eat. Eat, ate, will eat. Then conjugating verbs is the last thing we're going to do with today's lesson. Now, you have actually been doing some conjugating with Magister Reynolds for Latin, so this will be a little familiar, I think. So here's a look at the start for conjugating, and we're going to work today with the sample eat. So in the present tense, we would say, right now I eat. In past tense, we would say, yesterday I ate. And for future tense, we would say, tomorrow I will eat. So scholars, we're going to try conjugating the verb eat using this model. So using the verb eat in present tense, we would need these words. So here would be our chant. Ready? I eat, you eat, he, she, it eats. We eat, you eat, they eat, cha cha cha. Then the past tense would look like this. Right? It already happened, so ate. It would sound like this. I ate, you ate, he, she, it ate. We ate, you ate, they ate. Cha cha cha. And lastly would be our future tense. It would look like this. Ready? It would sound like this. I will eat, you will eat. He, she, it will eat. We will eat, you will eat, they will eat. Cha cha cha. So, scholars, let me back up and do the whole conjugation for you. So, remember, we're using eat, ate, and will eat. Ready? You can join me if you'd like. Here we go. One, two, three. I eat, you eat. He, she, it eats. We eat, you eat, they eat. Cha cha cha. I ate, you ate. He, she, it ate. We ate, you ate, they ate. Cha cha cha. I will eat, you will eat. He, she, it will eat. We will eat, you will eat. They will eat. Cha cha cha. How'd you do? We could do that with any verb. So, scholars, we will definitely be conjugating verbs again. Now, let's close out our lesson for today. We learned about 3 verb tenses today. Can you name the 3 tenses we worked on? Hmm. There's the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. Did you get them all? I sure hope so. And now, our assignment. Remember, open the Google form and answer the questions on that Google form about today's lesson. You can look back at the lesson for today to help you. When you are finished, remember to click the Submit button at the bottom of the Google form. Thanks for joining me for today's grammar writing lesson. See you tomorrow.